That right there? Not happening. What we're about to witness behind that grandstand is gonna be big, loud, and powerful, and those drivers mean business. Holy crap! At the beginning of this year, I said that every once in a while, I'm gonna film things that are different from the normal type of content that you find on my channel, just to mix things up a little bit. And with the overwhelmingly positive feedback and response from filming this event right here, I have something new and different for you today. I am coming to you from Greentown, Pennsylvania, home of the Green Dryer and Sterling Fair, more commonly known as the GDS Fair. Now, I have made videos here before showcasing the fair and a demolition derby a few years ago, but tonight's event features big, loud, and powerful machines. It's none other than big rig truck pulling. Now, truck and tractor pulling is nothing new to my channel. I have featured it before, but never from this location. This should be a really awesome and exciting event, and I can't wait to share it with all of you. If you want to hang out with me and check it out yourself, all you got to do is come along with me. The truck pulling doesn't start until 7 p.m. and it's around 5:30 now, so I have about an hour till I get my seat. So I figure we'll walk around, check out some of the fair, show you what it's like, maybe get something to eat, and then later on, enjoy the action. Got an area with some live animals here, including some really big Cadbury bunnies. That's what I always imagine when I see them in the Cadbury bunny commercials. All different colors, sizes. Really beautiful animals, but I heard they're really messy and a lot of work to take care of them. Constant cleaning and other things, so they don't always make great pets, but they are beautiful little creatures. It's one nice little gray color on it. Little putt, looks like a hit and miss machine. It is a tractor, Rumley oil pull tractor. Looks pretty primitive, but probably reliable. None of the comforts and luxuries that you have with modern tractors, but neat to see what farmers used to work with back in the day. Actually turning railroad spikes into knives. They twisted it, got it down to a fine edge. That is really neat. Looking for something to quench your thirst, they have a giant lemonade right there. And for something sweet, macaroons. This one says Karma Caroons. Clever name. Karma, Karma, Karma Chameleon. Like most fairs and carnivals, especially with the election approaching, they do have merchandise available. And then they do have other vendors here selling everything from Native American goods to some incense, candles, clothing wear. If you forgot your sunglasses, they have those here too. You can kind of find almost anything you need within reason. Toys for the kids, flags for home, even some in-home decorations and some yard ornaments as well. You really just never know what you find with these small country fairs. Usually offer a nice little variety. I gotta tell you what, this stand certainly smells delicious and looks like it's quite popular. They got a line of people. They're offering Philly-style cheesesteaks, roast beef sandwiches, and even Italian sausage. I do smell something sweet as well. I believe on the other side there might be some deep-fried Oreos, so there's plenty of options here. I'm not sure I'm gonna get it yet. I'm thinking maybe a corn dog. There is a stand here that sells some really fantastic corn dogs, and I may try and get one of those, but options galore, and the smells kind of make it even more difficult to choose because it all smells so good. You know what? A guy's been wondering, where can you go to see a monster truck up close? Oh, apparently right there. This one is a local truck by M&J Tire out of Lake Ariel, Pennsylvania. Great advertisement, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is a diesel-powered monster truck. I don't believe it goes in competitions, but it is definitely a great showpiece and they got nice graphics on it, and it's a Ford F-250, so me being a Ford guy, definitely not hating it. It says, "Welcome to the fair," and it's a really awesomely carved out piece of wood, complete with the tractor, the barn, the silo, and it's sold. That's a really well done piece though. A lot of detail on that. And of course, it's going to be a John Deere tractor. If you're in the market for a ring or a Mr. T starter kit, they have them here too. Get some bling spinning dollars. Tiger. Some neat rings too. I used to wear rings and necklaces when I was younger. It just more or less got in the way than anything else. Now, the one thing I've discovered from coming here previously is there's not a whole lot of rides here that I could ride. Either they're kiddie rides, I would ride the Ferris wheel, but there's no single riders, or the rest of them are basically stomach reducers. And when I say that, I mean if I ride it, the contents in my stomach are going to come out. It's going to reduce my stomach content, so I don't want to do that. But there are numerous games, most of which are nearly impossible to win. Probably had better luck winning a goldfish here. And they have the drop tower, which is not ideal for me. If we're lucky, maybe there's a dark ride here. I don't remember seeing one previously, but it doesn't mean that they didn't add one this year. But if they do have a dark ride, we will ride that. If not, we'll just be observing from the ground. Now, in case you're wondering about the Midway, it is provided by Skelly's Amusements. And if I haven't already mentioned, your $10 admission gives you a wristband that does cover all the rides and tonight's entertainment as well. Pretty good deal. And if you're a fan of the movie The Godfather, you may want to check out this stand, the Grill Father, serving up some grilled goodness. Back. They're back. They have found me once again. Aliens have returned and they're in disguise. The whole family of them have found me. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, check the linked video in the description if you want a good laugh. I think I found a ride that I can actually ride. It's this one right here. Yeah, I'm just joking. That's a big hell to the no. I rode that once at the Harper Fair, and I vowed never again. Here's a ride I'm somewhat familiar with. Knoebels had one very similar called Dows No One Knots. It was like a flying carpet ride, and you sat facing forward instead of out front. I went on that, and that was my last ride for the day. You can imagine why. I don't know why people would want to torture themselves. I think I'm in luck. Straight ahead, we have corn dogs. Time to get myself one. Got my corn dog here. Look at the size of that one. Almost as big as my head. My head's pretty big. It's a nice golden brown. Now, a little insight. If you want to get beverages or even cheaper food, a lot of these small country fairs or even like firemen's picnics often have stands for either the Boy Scouts or the fireman company, and they sell food and beverages usually at a discounted price. So I bought the corn dog from a fair vendor, paid $6 for it, which is $1 more than what I remember. The bottle of water there was $4, but I went to the Boy Scouts stand, $1.50. So pretty good value for that when you compare it to the Midway prices. Typically, I am a mustard fan on my hot dogs and corn dogs. Didn't feel like making a mess today, so I'm just gonna enjoy it like it is. Nice thick coating of breading. Tastes really good. It's been a couple of years since I had one of these. As you can tell, this is another popular stand right here. Get some smoked meats, homemade pierogies, kielbasa, potato cakes, and more. I've had them before. I can vouch. It's really good food. Corn dog was good, and got myself some dessert as we head over to the grandstand for tonight's main event. And I got myself a nice, cool chocolate shake. Got our seat on the grandstand here, about halfway between the finish line and the starting line down there where the sled is. And these semi trucks are rolling in. I don't know how many there's going to be, probably at least about a dozen of them. But in the background, there's actually quite a few modified gas trucks. A lot of them are running in big blown engines, running on alcohol. You got the exhaust pipes coming right out of the hood. Really loud, high revving, high horsepower trucks that are going to be pulling in their own class along with the big rigs tonight. So that's why I said it's going to be a pretty exciting show. It's going to be loud, it's going to be powerful, maybe even fast, but nonetheless exciting. Well, the sun is finally down behind the trees and it feels so much better. And they're actually getting ready to start in just a little bit here. The trucks are in place. They are putting the pull bars onto the fifth wheels. They're lining the track as we speak. And the grandstand has really filled out. It's going to be a popular show tonight. You can't really beat that deal. It's included with your admission for only 10 bucks. So understandably, it's going to be a pretty packed show. And I think everyone's going to have a pretty good time. And needless to say, it's going to be loud. I've heard some of these trucks pulling off their trailer staging in the distance over there, and they're loud from there. So some of them almost sound like Top Fuel dragsters. Alrighty, they sang the national anthem and they are starting with the big rigs. Gonna watch a few of them go down the track here. The track is kind of wet from this morning's rain. They did pack it down and grade it, but there are some soft spots. So we'll see how they do. Here we go.
Right there. Look at him sitting there with the arm out the window like it's an everyday drive.
That's quiet. This one's actually a Ford big rig. Spooling up.
Put more fuel to it. The booster's coming up. And now you're going to see that Ford run.
Yeah. Ford power, he's the leader so far.
Okay, as they say, he rode it out the end. 317.03 feet.
This truck that's staging right now is a 2024 Kenworth. Came from a truck show this morning, and him and his son are pulling here tonight. But that is a brand new truck.
Okay, the flags are out, the lights are on. Anytime Chad Sr. decides to get into it, he will. He's got his lights on too. So that means it's all business. Come on, can't let Junior show you up, Chad. Okay, that broccoli's got a little tune in it. Got to get down on that throttle the first 100 feet. Make sure brakes are pull. 223.02 feet.
This one's got the red halos, looks pretty cool. It's all lit up red.
Okay, who's getting down on it? That's where you get the first 100 feet.
That was a pretty good pull. Wonder if you beat the leader.
Okay, 316.18 feet.
Oh.
That puts this truck in the number 2 spot.
Second place, 1 foot short. Now, prior to the drivers staging up to the sled, they are saying where they're from. Most of them are local to the Northeast Pennsylvania area. The one next, though, is from New York.
2,000 Peterbilt.
And he's got a 2079
running cat horsepower.
Cat horsepower, he says, probably modified, so we'll see how well it does.
Okay, a lot of fuel coming out this pipe.
Oh, yeah.
Man, look what he's doing.
Holy crap. Look at the smoke. He coasted over there. pull.
Got a bunch of the big horsepower.
All right, this purple truck hooked up to the sled is a Naples truck. I've seen him pull before. He does really well. Won't be surprised if he gets up in the top 3.
You've been in them bushes so many times. That truck should have a forestry license. For John Schematic on Dunmore, Pennsylvania.
309, I believe that's 4th position.
This truck was working.
Okay, so we have something unusual here. This is not part of the contest. This guy said he wants to do an exhibition pull. It's a brand new Ford Super Duty truck. He's going to hook up to the sled and try to pull the same weight that these big rigs are pulling.
The top 3 trucks.
All right, it's a diesel.
That
was actually impressive.
That was 268.38. 268.38. That was an exhibition run. Wanted to show you that Power Stroke still makes a lot of horsepower.
So the Naples that already pulled and this truck are going to have a pull off just for bragging rights. I believe that is the gentleman who won the competition already. So this is not part of the contest, it's more or less just for bragging rights. They challenge each other.
This is just for bragging rights on the pulling circuit. Adam K's man hooking first. He's the guy that won 328 the first time.
Yep.
They're going to put the box in a higher gear so it comes up and puts the weight on the pan. Got to try to stop these guys.
Wow. Holy crap. He went into the woods. Wow. 361. 361.46. Holy crap. And he actually had lit off the throttle. He was coasting towards the end there. Wow. Talk about power and momentum. Holy crap.
These guys will be picking.
Naples is going to have a hard challenge against them.
Get the right gear ratio. You just keep pressing the button and more horsepower comes up. Okay, John's got it in real high gear. Just got to get the power back. Okay,
almost. Not quite. Not sure if you help me out, but the smell in the air, it smells like at a drag strip. It's either alcohol or methane. I don't know what they're burning. I actually do like the smell of it though. It's like a sweet smell, but that's all you smell in the air for these trucks. But let me know in the comments, is it alcohol or methane that they're running? That smells like I'm at a drag strip. This is a beautiful truck, 78 Ford.
Got a 541-inch big block Ford, and sounds really good, super strong, but it's absolutely beautiful. 341 is the distance you gotta catch. Got the horsepower and couldn't get it to the ground.
That was disappointing. Started off strong and just lost it.
76.
Whether it's mechanical issue or transmission or the track, just lost its traction. Beautiful truck though. That Ford didn't work out, but it's okay. We have another Ford coming up right here. This one's called Thunderstruck. It's like the AC/DC song.
This blue 75 GMC sounds like it's one of the loudest trucks here. I heard it rolling in. It is loud, so let's see how it performs. We went from an older GMC to a little bit newer. This one's a 95, they said. Another blue GMC. Got no traction. Only two-wheel drive. Not bad for two-wheel drive. This is what I'm curious to see. This is a 69 Ford. Looks like it's put together in different body pieces. It's all different colors. Looks and sounds like an old farm truck.
And the trucks are ready for the Super Street class.
And I believe that is maybe two-wheel drive.
Checks and trophies are ready.
All right, here it goes. Not bad. It's actually four-wheel drive.
284.07 to 8407 feet.
It's probably running either a 351 or a 400 engine. I at one time owned a 77 Ford with a 400, and they put out some good power. All right, orange and white 87 Chevy.
To 85.80. That's the new leader in this class.
Stepped away from the grandstand briefly because I want to talk to you guys for a minute about what we're watching tonight. So being that there's two different kinds of truck pulling we're witnessing, the big rigs and those modified gas trucks. Which out of those two do you prefer watching or enjoy the most? For me, I definitely enjoy the look and the power of those big rigs, but I more so appreciate those modified trucks, both the older and newer ones. I mean, they're just so loud, powerful, they look really awesome, and they just perform really well. But even though the big rigs are more powerful, the modified gas trucks I definitely appreciate more. And the thing I noticed too is out of tonight's pulling class, most of it is Fords and Chevys, not a whole lot of Dodges, only a small handful. So I don't know if that's saying anything or not, but I'm not complaining being that I'm a Ford guy. But one other question though, for those of you who do enjoy pulling competitions like this, do you enjoy or prefer truck pulling like we're witnessing tonight, or tractor pulling? For me, honestly, I enjoy tractor pulling, but not just any tractor pulling. It's the unlimited class where they could mount or run 3, 4, 5 big block V8s on a single tractor chassis, or even sometimes a Chinook helicopter or jet engine or turbine engine. Those ones are really awesome to see in person. But let me know your thoughts as well. But I do have one other question to ask you at the end of the video. But before we do that, I'm going to roll for you a video montage and photo montage. So sit back, relax, and enjoy it. Hopefully some of you are still watching right now. If so, thank you so very much for doing so. I do have just a couple things I want to share with you, but before that, I do have a question I want to ask you. Now, as I stated earlier, me making videos like this is something I'm just doing every so often, just to mix up the content on the channel. Those of you who still enjoy my regular content of exploring, the Google Maps finds, the e-bike rail trails, stuff like that, nothing of that is going to change. But I do want to mix up once in a while with a video like tonight, the race here, and other things. So those of you who do enjoy seeing something new or different or anything out of the norm from my channel, I want to hear your input as to what you would like to maybe see in the future, whether it be this coming winter or next summer. I'm open to suggestions, and if it sounds like something that I'm either able to accomplish or comfortable doing, I may actually take your suggestion and make a video of it in the future. So feel free to comment down below if you do have suggestions on what you'd like me to see or do regarding content outside the norm, more related to things like this: car racing, tractor pulling, other events, other activities, or places that I don't normally do or film. With that being said though, I had a great night here at the GDS Fair. Today is the last night, and the fair is actually closing in just half an hour. Some of the trucks are still racing, but I decided to opt out just to get some footage and some photos. I don't know who won the modified gas or the stock truck class, but we do know that Big Rig pulled right into the woods, and you have to really be here in person to appreciate the power of these trucks. He literally could have kept going for miles, pulling 40,000 pounds of weight. That's 20 tons. And he literally coasted into the woods. It was impressive to see, to say the least. But if you've ever been to this fair or familiar with truck pulling and tractor pulling of the sorts, feel free to share your thoughts down below. Although this is not my first time here, this is my first time witnessing truck pulling, and I certainly enjoyed myself. Hopefully you did as well. I'm gonna get some food to take home and get out of here. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you in the next video.